Done this before. I was out here dancing, trancing, dancing and training, working on the circles and the moves and the punches and the kicks, and so it's sort of dancing meets training. So trancing just sounds perfect. Not to mention the other part that is me, or all that is me, on a regular basis in a trance. Naturally, in walking meditation, I've also heard it stated. And these lines are perfect of the house as well. How wonderfully in depth it all happens at once now. So each person gets it on the level in which they're at. At one point in the rhythm, free and flow, after a bit I stopped and I wanted to do planks. Instead of down, I sometimes and often, like on the counter when I'm doing dishes, I'll just stop and do some push-ups. It's just the only way to fit in working out for me. I run up and down the stairs on my tiptoes, stuff like that. Anyways, I stopped to pause and do some push-ups against the house. And it hit me really hard. And the theme of today, on lots of levels, whether it's just me or me knowing that my insight might help another, is the main purpose. We can lean against our own house. So many are looking for someone else to lean on, myself included, for a long time, too long. Not trusting myself because others around me encouraged that from a child on, right? And I would see it and stop it for a bit, and then it would happen again, and it was me not whole within. Was I still walking around in my whole self? Sure, but in my brain and in my mind, the right and left hemispheres, were in control. The subconscious was in control. The theme of the day being the different dimensions within us. It's within and without, So our subconscious mind holds all the survival, the down low, just as equally as in your body. For the gut area for down low, your subconscious is connected to that, and that's why often people will have issues in their gut area when their mind is in a certain state. The middle space, which was innocently the theme today, is the corpus callosum. I never say these words correctly, so I could be saying the last part wrong. Nonetheless, look it up. Look up the parts of your brain, because that allows you the visual to say, okay, I can sense my right brain is having emotion, for example, or it's having creativity. And then, or you can sense the logic side, right, of all that entails. The survival mode on many occasions. No, you don't want to do that because, well, that's also overthinking sometimes. When our heart is the one that started it all. Our heart said, hey, this sounds fun. Well, no, I better not go for that midnight walk. What if there is? Well, wait. What if there isn't? But yet your left brain will speak up and be like, hey, wait. I've heard stories. It's never happened to me, but I've heard stories, so that's enough. I'm in fear, so, pay attention to your own on that. Myself, I just walk at midnight, no big deal. But there's other things I do that allows fear of my left brain overthinking or my right brain overthinking. But when I stand center, it's very much a representation of this particular area of the brain just as well. That is the center space. Well, isn't that aligning then with the heart center area and the gut center area? And if you have not done this yet, lay on the floor and just feel in your stomach area, a little bit below the belly button. You'll feel your muscles. You'll feel your core. the base, the foundation of the core. And if you do it just right, you can get between muscles and you can feel your own heartbeat in that area. Think about that for a minute. How many get anxious or worry, fear, nervous, whatever word you want to place, and then your heart starts beating. Even me saying the words, my heart is beating, which is fascinating, because at this current moment there's nothing to worry about. Just merely speaking the words will do it to some, right? We worry about the world, we worry about this, that, and the other, right? Even saying those words, I'm feeling it in my gut. So we move up from the gut area, up, straight up the rod, a single rod, okay? Just like with the corpus callosum, go straight up from gut to then the heart, and then the middle of our brain. In that absolute flow, our rod and the energy it carries is in a more straight pattern. Both sides of our brain working at the same time. The more we practice that, the more it becomes habit instead of the rest. The more we own the emotions we're having, the more we own the fear that popped up. Where'd that come from? Oh, I was thinking about this. Oh, I'm putting this off. Well, let's take care of it. Why do I fear this? Why do I fear getting on a video to talk to people I don't know? Looking at it, loving it. But the whole point of my entire existence has been to figure all this shit out so that you can step through within you to maybe bring an easier path. Maybe not. Maybe it's all in vain. Why did I worry about that? Why can't we trust one another? That I know you are so strong, and the words I'm saying are so direct, just like the techniques I teach. For the females that our brain runs in all directions, the gatherers. These techniques give a straight line hunter. Here it is. There you go. Now you go home and practice, and you do this every day. All of that alignment within is the new inner order. Look at all those lines going the other way. All of it is representational. I love that I innocently just said, well, I don't know where to aim this. And there's even a lawnmower going in the back. I don't care. I'm trusting you can hear it fully anyways. Buzz or no buzz. Maybe it's for a reason. At any rate, it's usually those innocent little moments that bring the depth that we all are looking for, right? I'm trusting this came across well enough. And I'm going to do a second video. I did it on this concept of the river and the stream, but I cannot find it. I've looked for it 3 times. Maybe there's a reason. This doesn't seem like the best view, though. However, it works really well for this one. So, enjoy the simplistic of life. Or don't. Not trying to control you or anything. But for those of you looking for alignment, this is alignment. Much love, precious treasures. I see art, and I'm trusting you are seeing it too.